Hello, everyone. My name's Amelia. Thank you for joining us. Today we're joined by Christina Cox, visual designer extraordinaire at Adobe, who's going to be walking us through how she creates fun typefaces and illustrated elements this week for some travel postcards.
Yeah.
So
Good fun times.
do you want to tell us like what you're doing, one on Earth, I guess, and then two, what you do at Adobe, and maybe three, what you're going to be walking us through this week.
Sure thing. All right. So on Earth, because I was brought here by Tom and Carolyn Cox, my parents. I'm from Australia. I grew up there, went to fashion school and went to art school and actually studied to be a jewelry designer and maker before discovering graphic design and how awesome it is to work in a digital way and also incredibly less expensive than working with gold.
This is a good point, I would imagine.
So I then went to work at Williams-Sonoma on their web and email team and moved to packaging design. I've jumped around a bunch, got a lot of different experience.
Multi-talented, guys.
I like learning new skills. Then I went to an awesome little startup called Propeller Health and did a bunch of visual design there before landing at Adobe. And now I'm here working on Spark, which is an awesome tool to help everyone be creative in the world. So I am an expression designer. I help our users by researching and designing new ways for people to be creative using Spark.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
So quickly, before we jump into exactly what we're going to be working on this week, I wanted to start the group off with some general announcements. If you're joining us on chat, feel free to type into the chat and let us know where you're tuning in from. Know this is a global community, so we want to shout out to all the places in the world that you guys are tuning in from.
Yeah, hey Beck.
Hi, Kroll.
Also another Aussie.
Eric, Emery, very cool. Good to see you guys. Beck. Yeah. And a couple introductory items just to get us started for today. So as some of you know, this is the first week of our Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge that we've been hosting. We're going to be hosting from 8:30 to 9:30 Pacific Standard Time this week. So if you want to learn how to refine your Photoshop skills, this is definitely a really good opportunity for you to test them out. And also, we're going to be asking you guys to share your designs with us for virtual feedback and high fives. So I think it'll be a really productive time for those of you who are still learning. And as always, 30 minutes into our segment today, we're going to be sharing with you the ease and joys of Chat and Win. It's really simple. All you do is chat, and then you can win.
Everyone loves free stuff.
Yeah, it's true. And it's this beautiful Moo notebook.
Ooh, dang.
Right?
So much texture. Ooh, look at that pink inside.
Precious. Oh.
Love it.
Yes, and it's a very soft fabric cover. So do be sure to join us in those 30 minutes. And I believe that's all that we have to do. Oh, if you want to learn about the daily challenge, just click on the challenge tab in the chat box. Those are our introductory items.
Yeah, awesome.
And also, last piece, toward the end of this segment, we're also going to be reviewing those portfolios. So,
yeah.
very cool.
So exciting.
Where are we going today on
Yeah.
our travel journey?
All right.
Tell us.
Okay. Let me just run you through some basic family history. My aunt and uncle aren't watching this. I'm sure they would love this. So this is my Uncle Gav and my Auntie Shell. And they come from Ulladulla.
Ulladulla.
Yep, Ulladulla.
Ulladulla.
That's going to be my our first stop on this journey. It's just a place that's really special to me. I'm excited about doing these travel postcards because every time I go somewhere new, I am really inspired by the place and people and architecture and colours and all the awesome stuff that travelling brings. And I want to share that with people. Get those creative juices flowing and make some postcards and send them out.
I love that.
I get to send it to my grandmother back home. She'll love it.
Yeah, that's so touching. You get to really like stay in touch with your people and share your experience with them.
Yes.
And for you, your creative skills as well, which I'm sure your people appreciate.
Yeah. My grandmother's always excited to get a postcard, and there are some great apps out there that let you just like upload photos or upload your digital artwork and send it, so it makes it really, really fast and easy.
Very cool.
So Ulladulla is on the south coast of New South Wales. I'm from Sydney, which is here. And Ulladulla is down the coast here. I've got a
gorgeous
hand-drawn map that I'm pretty sure my auntie drew. So you go all the way down past Kiama and Nowra, all the way down to where my uncle used to have a flower farm, a Protea and Waratah farm.
Can we just pause really quick? Not everybody gets to grow up with a flower farm in their family, okay? Yeah. So let's just take note of that.
He's pretty good. Special. And he won a bunch of awards for the best Waratah in town, so he's real talented. So these are just some inspiration pictures to show you the vibe of what I'm excited about to design. Now, let's talk about inspiration.
What's going on here? I see a koala.
Yeah, so one of the things this is Enid Blyton illustration. One of the things I really love and miss about home is the wildlife, the birds. Some of them are really loud and annoying, but some of them are very beautiful.
What's your favorite bird?
Oh, I think the galah.
Galah?
Yeah, this one here.
Hey, dude.
Yeah.
Super cute.
Pink and grey, two very good colour combos, you know. So birds and great flowers and, you know, eucalypts and stuff.
Botanical design.
Botanical design. So this is what I'm using as my inspiration. Another thing I want to talk about inspiration, which is kind of different, kind of the same.
They like the koala on the boat, sorry.
Yeah, look up Enid Blyton's illustrations. Bird is the word, it is.
So good. Nice one, Alberto.
So there are a couple of places that I draw a lot of inspiration from generally when I'm thinking about color palettes and patterns and stuff like that. One is this really awesome fashion design clothing company in Australia called Gorman. They always have really amazing prints. These are some of their prints here. And they use a lot of native animals and flowers and stuff in their designs. They partner with a lot of artists in Australia as well to make prints. So I really like their color combos and patterns. They're great. There's another awesome store that I like called Koskela.
Koskela.
Yeah, they do homewares, but a lot of like modern Australian and Indigenous artists. They still have a lot of like very cool prints. And then the one on the right down here is Mara Hoffman. I really love all of her color combos. She's not Australian, but I really love her colors.
She's very talented.
Very talented.
Very talented.
So these are another like aspect of that I like to.
I like your vibe. It's super bright and like friendly and inviting and fun.
Yeah, it really.
Yeah.
Really love bright. And then the third aspect, going back to this same botanical thing, is a couple of weeks ago when I was home over Christmas, I was going through my grandfather's kitchen and he had a bunch of these vintage, these aren't exactly his, but I found these online, but a bunch of vintage kitchen towels. We call them tea towels.
Is this the same grandpa with the flower farm?
No. That's my
okay.
uncle.
That's
different. My uncle.
There's
two different.
Got you.
But I think it's just like a very common Australian thing to collect all these like botanical and bird kitchen towels.
Australiana.
Australiana, yeah. So I came across a bunch of them when I was home last, and they're really nostalgic and beautiful, and I really like keeping that in mind as well.
Yeah.
So
Tap into the past.
let's go up to here. Let's lock this. Well, let's start designing, man.
Yeah. Let's jump right in.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got these on a locked layer. These are just some illustrations. I've got a bunch of illustrations that I've already done, just like in my back pocket, that I'll show you later. But I wanted to show you the process of how I do them. It's like I didn't go to design school for Illustrator. Like I didn't take Illustrator classes, so most of the stuff I taught myself. Was
Self-taught,
hacky
guys.
stuff.
We're one and the same.
And YouTube. And like Behance and
Adobe Live.
Adobe Live.
Did Adobe Live teach you some skills?
They did teach you some skills.
Look at that.
And thank you, Annelle, for commenting on my jewelry.
Oh, yeah. She's
Oh, yeah,
got
I
a
should
lot of
have-
cool stuff in her back pocket, including some prep.
Yeah,
We've heard.
I
It's so
didn't.
good.
If you have a look at, I missed this a bit, but I'm just gonna pimp myself a little bit here.
Yeah, do
But
it.
yeah, this is the jewelry I used to
So
make.
cool.
Some like cityscapes. So I've always been really interested in travel. Is I guess a way of
Clearly.
saying this is
Yeah.
I'm stuck on this one topic.
It's not a bad topic to be stuck on. It seems like it has a lot of
It's fruitful.
a lot of material there.
It's
yeah.
fruitful. Okay, so we can go back and forth between some
Sure.
inspiration, but let's get started on this. Okay, so this is a kookaburra.
Oh,
There's a song about it. Sitting
Can
on
you
a
sing it?
wire. I will not sing it.
damn it. I really thought I was striking
will
gold
not.
with that one. I was like, I'm just going to take this
This is going to be
opportunity.
recorded. People may watch it at some point.
Fine.
Okay, so what I do is I'm thinking about it in layers, and it's like very quick, sketchy kind of building of colors. So if I go up and get my blob tool, I like my blob paintbrush tool, and I'm gonna actually first sample this. It's the gray that we can change later, but we'll start with that. And I just like, I've got my Wacom tablet. Wacom?
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 I say Wacom, but who knows?
Wacom.
I
Sounds
say
aggressive.
things weird in America, I guess. So I just take it and I do, no, I'm gonna undo that. I just do some painting over the top. Some like sketchy, does not have to be perfect. None of these edges. You could go and do it really perfectly and like trace all the edges, but that takes long, and it's also a different style.
Right, you're looser. It sounds
It's
like
looser.
you're loosey.
But you know, I think like I just decide for different projects to challenge myself in different ways. So if I want to do, like I did a bunch of the cityscapes.
You had to have been super detailed and precise
Yes.
with that.
So
I'd
the
imagine.
first semester I did that kind of project, I did it by hand, and everything was like definitely felt handmade, and I really wanted to do it very precise and much more architecturally. So I learned to use a 3D program, I learned to use Rhino, and I modeled them and then had them 3D printed and cast, because that's just what the design required.
My. But
So we're
this
gonna
one's
do
loose,
some,
relatively
This is loose.
speaking.
yeah.
It's more, yeah.
So we're doing
okay.
some blue wings here. We're gonna build it so you don't have to have the edges be perfect either, because we can go over and make other ones.
So you're just borrowing kind of from the general color.
Yeah,
I
just
see.
sample those colors.
Sample that color.
I'm also not great at drawing by eye. My mum is an incredible artist, and she can draw anything, but that isn't a skill I possess yet.
It
But
probably lives in
you can
there
learn
somewhere.
anything.
It's true.
but for now, for doing this, I'm just going to be. I want to actually, now that I have, you end up covering up some of the details, so I just
Oh,
move
cool.
it out the way a little bit and keep going.
And then you'll connect them later?
Yeah, I'll bring them back and lay them over the top of each other later.
Very cool.
And we're getting the general colors, and then we're going to add some sketchy elements over the top to add in some of that detail.
How nice.
Yeah.
Looks like we have some chat convos going on here.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about
Anita
it.
has given us some feedback on how to pronounce
Wacom?
Wacom.
Wacom? How do you say?
Wacom.
Not Wacom?
She says, I say Wacom XD,
Okay.
even though I think it's Wacom. I just can't. I think it's Wacom. Based on very
Each
little
their own.
information.
I'm resigned now to just never saying anything right in this country. I pronounce things very differently. I just lean into it, you know?
Oh man, how long have you been here?
I've been in the States for 7 years.
Ah.
Yeah. But most of the time on the West Coast, most of the time in Berkeley or Oakland.
Got it. Hang on to the accent for as long as you can.
Yeah.
It's precious.
It helps that my husband is Australian, so we keep each other
In the I don't know.
honest.
Honest with your accent. We've got a little bird head going.
And I'm just sending it to the back. Yeah, so we've got some shape happening, but we still want a bit more.
Everyone says Wacom. Okay, fine. We've reached consensus,
Yay!
guys.
Am I right?
I think you might be.
Wacom. Yeah, I'm
Wacom.
right.
Yeah,
Nailed
you're totally
it.
right.
Nailed it.
Nailing it left and right,
Thanks,
Christina.
man. Thanks. You heard it here first, everyone.
Awesome.
So, yeah, just doing a bit of beak work.
I
We
like
can
that.
tidy all of them up after if it's looking a bit messy, but we just get a general feel.
That looks pretty neat to me. You got a little point there.
Yeah, we got some eye happening, but now I can't see the next layer, so I just shove this out of the way.
Okay. I like that you're working on it like kind of piece by piece, component
Yes.
by component.
Because you block it out and then you can't see it, and then you're like, oh no, I'm getting it wrong. But luckily, because of the way layers work, all the new ones that I'm doing, I'm just like working from back to front.
I see.
So they'll be, I mean, you could rearrange the layers very easily.
Oh, he
but-
looks funny right now.
But he's got an eye on his nose. Don't worry, man. Chill out.
Chill out.
Okay, so.
Hello, Brogan.
We're just going to move this right over the side. Let's get a little bit of sketching in. Oh, no, actually, let's do a little bit of this
The spiky hair.
spiky hair.
Sweet. I want to see what you do with that. So you're using like a smaller.
Well, I was going to, but I think what I'll want to actually do is just have that all as lines.
Okay.
So I'm just going to use a fat brush and
To hold the spot
try
now.
and not like take it up all the area. You're like picking the major areas. You don't need to be too detailed about it.
Sure. Oh,
Just have fun. All right, that'll do.
easy peasy.
That'll do, pig. Oh no, lost my eye.
She lost the eye, guys.
Group that. See, it's quite messy, but we'll just
Oh,
arrange,
aren't
bring to
most
front.
worthwhile things.
life.
Life, guys.
His
Let's just
eye
take
is
it
supposed to
back.
be a lot further back. And I always just hold down the shift key as I'm spacing, because you know it's 10 pixels. So at some point you're going to hit the correct amount of 10 pixels that you
Got it.
went across. And the one thing we're missing here is this little cute little white
It's like he
thing on the end.
dipped in snow.
Like dipped in snow.
Except there's no snow.
Not all kookaburras have blue on them. I picked the prettiest kookaburra.
Oh, really?
Some
What
of
does
them
a
don't have
normal one
blue.
look like? A
They're
normal one.
just like that, but
Not a
without the
blessed
blue.
one. I see.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have this general shape. I'm going to move it off a bit more, and I'm going to go in with my pencil tool and just do a bit of sketching in the shape. So you don't have to outline. I don't outline the whole thing. It's more like this is one of the things I actually learned fashion school, which I'm sure people out there know, but like when I wouldn't do this whole thing in feathers, like tracing every feather. You just need to do a couple of them for the general pattern, to highlight what the general pattern looks like and the shape. You could go, I mean, I suppose if you were drawing a really detailed drawing, you would go in and draw every single one, but
that seems really
time consuming.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That was the word I was.
We're doing this
about.
fast. Oh.
The bird does look kind of angry. We're talking about that in the chat.
Yeah.
Is it a pleasant bird? Does it sing a pleasant, inviting song?
I won't do it out loud.
Why?
Because it's embarrassing.
Fine. Thank
But
you for breaking
you can
that
Google
down.
it. It laughs. There's a song about it. Sitting on a wire and laughing. It's loud. It's a loud bird.
It's a loud, deep laugh, like ha ha ha, or is it like?
It's like.
Oh, like my natural laugh. Fair. Okay.
Yeah, like an evil master. No. No,
Okay.
it's a kind of a cackle, I guess. Are there any Australians on the chat that want to try and describe it?
How do you chat broken and what do you win? Okay, so at 1:30, roughly, we're going to start the chat and win, and then you can win this really cool Moo notebook.
Beautiful.
Simply by chatting. So talk to us. Tell us things. What do you think about this bird? What do you think about the sound it makes? What do you think about Australia?
Oh, tell us your very kind thoughts about Australia and how great all of the people are.
I've never been personally, so I
Direct
wouldn't
flight
know.
from San Francisco, everyone. You can, and from LA, and from Dallas. Weirdly.
She's on top of it.
So yeah, never. I do try and convince a lot of Americans to go visit. It's
How often
not
do you
that
go
far.
back?
Once or twice a year, depending on how many people decide to get married.
Fair. We're at that age.
Yeah, that is my vacation life. As you see, I'm not doing a perfect job of tracing, but you can go back in and use your direct selection tool and fiddle with the points a bit and make them a bit prettier.
Mm-hmm.
And if you still have it selected, it'll continue. So let's check in a minute with this to see how it's looking on color.
Wow.
Let's put a bit of
Oh, I see what you're doing.
So
You're kind
just-
of giving him some of those
a little bit of
those
some
wrinkles.
flex.
Look a little.
Usually actually I'll like put this on a different layer because you want to be able to play with them and select them easily. Oh dang.
Oh, I
Here
see.
it comes for. So I'm just going to move this to a sketch layer and we can call it sketch. We can call this color.
Ah, label the layers.
Label your layers.
Label the
I
layers.
don't always, but I am in front of people right now. So
Fair. I mean, it could possibly be helpful, right? For your
Oh.
process as,
No,
as
it's
you add
great.
more layers. Like,
Yeah.
You can kind of remind yourself.
now I can see that I've missed a bunch of gray area
I
now that I put it
see.
in front of where the tracing is. So
like
I
a
can go
little
back and
test.
just lock that layer and select this. I think his eye is looking weird. I think some bits just haven't adjusted back to the right spot.
I
So
see. Just got to do some
Maybe that's it. So just
shifting.
shifting back.
We're hearing that Byron Bay is really cool.
Yes, beautiful.
Queensland to San Francisco, long journey. Yes.
14 hours, but I tell you what, direct flights make everything so much easier, and you take some sleeping tablets with you.
Some melatonin.
Some
or
melatonin, some ZQL and some
something
melatonin.
like that.
And you're on your way to a happy, easy flight.
Fair enough.
I do it often.
You seem like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What tablet are we using? Nistals? I hope Yeah.
Wacom is what we've decided.
That's how it's pronounced.
I have been using one for a long time, and I don't know how I would sketch without it. Has anybody used another kind of tablet that they really like?
Ooh,
or
good
like,
question.
I've never used an iPad, but I have heard they're getting way, way better.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Nathaniel loves the Wacom as well.
Nathaniel's a
Call out,
big
yeah.
fan.
Yeah. So I'm just moving these little points around to be a little bit more perfect. You could also just go in, if you select the color you're on, it'll add, I don't know if this is gonna happen. No. Usually, I don't know what my settings are a bit wrong, but it'll add to the color that you have selected. But I'm just gonna do this and then send it to the back. I'll merge these.
Interacting with your layers is so important.
Yes, and
Yeah.
understanding how you've layered things is important thing to remember.
We're hearing about the iPad Pro. The iPad Pro is bangin', says Zach, says
Oh, yeah?
Anna, says Miki.
What's your favorite app to draw with?
Huion? I use Huion. I've never heard of that.
Huion.
Have you heard of it?
No, but I need to look up some great ones. I think Adobe probably has really awesome ones that I should know about and be using.
Yes.
As should everybody.
Good call. Good call.
I'm so smooth.
You are. You are, Christina. Multi-talented. So we're hearing about Cintiq, pen pressure considerations.
Yeah. I'm just.
Ooh, Ryan can't wait for Project Gemini.
I can't wait for Project Gemini either. It looks so amazing. And the watercolor feature looks incredible. I'm really excited about that. That I would buy an iPad Pro for.
You heard it here.
Yeah.
Huion is an alternative brand to Wacom. Noted.
So it's
Thank you,
looking
Jerry.
okay. Let's show what time are we
And
at?
we are coming upon 2 minutes until our chat and win. So keep up the chat.
So I'm gonna select, while we're here, I'm just gonna select all of the same stroke color, something I do a lot, stroke color or stroke weight. It's very useful to have. These are some of the ones that I drew earlier that I spent a little more time on. This is
I love him. Oh my God, I love his hair.
Yeah, a little cockatoo, and a galah, and a little parakeet. They're native Australian birds as well. So I've just selected it and made the color the same. I don't love him.
Tell us how you really feel, Christina.
Yeah. I think he's
fine.
adorable. I think he needs some tweaking, but I think we'll
some finessing.
I think his weirded out by his head. I think he
looks like he's wearing a bike helmet.
He looks a bit like he's wearing a bike helmet. I think we
to the
can
front.
probably maybe just make it a bit more, a little less strokey.
Okay.
A little more filled in. And then I think this weird thing on the back here is weirding me out a little bit. His little ear. That's not supposed to be an ear. Yeah.
It looks like it's win time.
It's chat and win time.
It's chat and win time. Keep it coming. Tell us things. Tell us your favorite design that you saw on the screen. There's a little video we're about to play, and then you can chat away, and we'll select a lucky winner of the beautiful, celebrated Moo notebook.
I really love this pink, and I see now. What? Pink
Both
center.
sides.
I don't think you can see that.
Oh,
as
it is
well.
in the center. Look at that. You got some pink pages in the middle of that.
There's
Okay.
some real hot colors, right?
Welcome back.
Yay.
Okay, it looks like we're going to be choosing a winner in 1 minute. Keep it up, keep it up.
Chat, 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 chat,
Chat,
chat,
chat,
chat,
chat,
chat,
chat, chat, chat,
chat,
chat, chat, chat, chat, chat.
Are we supposed to be chatting
Are we
as
going
well?
to be doing this until a winner is announced? Shall we
I don't know.
just
So, are we reading it
chat,
really fast?
chat,
Chat, chat, chat, chat, chat, chat.
chat your body, chat your body, chat, 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 chat your body, chat your body. Oh my gosh, it's lasting so long. We're so awkward.
I don't know about you. I'm amazing.
I know, I'm so awkward. Jesus, thanks, Christina.
No, we're killing this. I'm definitely not going to look back on this later and be
I
embarrassed.
don't want to look back.
We're doing really well. We're nailing it.
Yeah, nail.
Yeah.
Burns,
Go back
burns.
and then I'll switch from the names up.
Okay.
Okay.
Just continue on.
Okay, I think, yeah, that does a lot to make it look better, is like moving that devil horn. Everyone's saying that he looks like a mean bird, and to be fair, they're not known for being kind.
Okay.
They're
what
not
are they
like
known for
they're not
being?
like magpies. Magpies will swoop you and like if you've got anything shiny on, they'll like
They have no personal space.
no, and they'll
respect.
like take your eye out.
Oh, like a monkey.
Like a monkey, but in bird form.
Right.
Like a bird monkey. And I'm just gonna add a couple of.
We still haven't chosen a winner, guys.
Yeah,
So
it's
keep it up.
coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
Keep it up. You're all doing really well.
The name was up and it disappeared. Give me a sec.
Oh no, we
Oh.
had a name and it's disappeared, but it's coming back. Hold your
Let's
horses.
find it. Where's the name?
He needs little feet. I'm just gonna do little like.
So many
Talons.
folks. Stacy, Jerry, Caroline. Okay, Larissa Ventura Montero is our winner. Congratulations, Larissa. You get the
Congratulations.
special Moo notebook with the pink center. Got some
Boom.
pink pages to jot on. Very exciting stuff. You will be getting an email.
Adobe Live will reach out.
Adobe Live will be
Adobe
reaching
Live
out
will reach out to
to deliver
you.
your gift.
Sweet.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for participating.
Keep your chats coming.
Yeah,
They're
keep the
entertaining.
chats coming. We're really into this.
So I've just added some weird looking talons. Don't worry, you guys. They're gonna be like small. You're not gonna see all like the details. This is why we're being really fun and loose and sketchy.
They look like they grip well.
Damn it. I should be using my tablet for this. Yes, so what I want to do over the next 3 days is just do a few different styles of illustrations as well. So this like for
Cool.
this one, it's a bit loose and
Gestural.
fun.
Painterly.
Painterly. Great words. Did you go to art school too?
No, I just care.
You just know stuff.
I care. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Nailed it. And I just have this on lock. So, and I'm gonna grab. I love this new feature where you can just grab and drag to make corners
Oh, lovely.
softer, so they don't look like such weird talons. So I'm just gonna hold and drag.
I had a chat question earlier I wanted
Yeah.
to get back to. Can
Yeah.
you tell us a bit more about Project Gemini since we talked about it earlier?
All I know about it is what I saw at the Adobe Sneaks, which is at Adobe Max this year. They like talk about the new projects and cool tech that people are working on, and one of them is Project Gemini, which is an awesome illustration tool app, and that's about as much as I know.
And there's a watercolor
If
feature.
there's anyone
that's
on the
exciting.
Gemini team that wants me to play with it, I will
She'd be
pimp
happy to.
myself out right now. You can find me over at Spark.
Noted.
Yeah, so look, you guys, this'll do.
He's so cute.
He's cute. He fits in. We'll size him down, and he'll fit in with the others.
There he
Little
goes.
buddy. Here he goes. I think size-wise, he's smaller than a cockatoo.
What's the name of the? Oh, okay, that's a cockatoo.
Cockatoo. Yeah. And what stroke do I have these at? 0.675. So I'm just going to match all of the stroke weights for these so that...
Okay, so
Actually,
there's
maybe
some
I'll do it later.
consistency.
I'll just do it later. I'm going to group that so that I have all of the layers together. We can always separate them out later, but that's fine. So a few things that I have here are these are some illustrations of some proteas, which I've got. This is a version of a protea. This is the Goulard Creek website. But some proteas, and they do waratahs, which are beautiful
Very
flowers.
cool. So
They
these
got
are native
coffee.
to Australia.
These are native to Australia. I'm fairly certain that proteas are also native to South Africa, or like a version of proteas, but
Very cool.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
So we've got our little bird family. We've got a few of these illustrations. We might want to do quickly
Ooh, what's that?
some eucalypts. These are eucalyptus trees.
Oh, but those are the
Um,
flowers.
And they have flowers,
I didn't
some
know
of
that
them.
they
There are
had
different
flowers.
types
Does
of
everybody
eucalyptus.
know that they have flowers?
You all do now.
Okay, guys, everybody, eucalyptus leaves have flowers.
Oh, and apparently South Africa's national flower is the protea, so they do have proteas
Oh,
there.
gosh, it's a famous flower.
Sorry,
I really
everyone.
need to read up on my botany.
Apologies. Yes. Got to get on top of that botany. So again, I'd just do, for the sake of time, let's just do some quick little ones. I just sampled the color again. I'm gonna paint some shapes, do some different color samplings because you just get a little, some different shapes in there and different layers of colors.
Jimmy, I think the really giant, pretty flower that smells really bad is called a corpse flower, or
I
is
don't know.
nicknamed that.
A corpse flower?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I've not heard of that.
And it's supposed to smell like a dead body.
Is it an Australian one or is it a...
No, I remember it being on display at the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens.
Oh, cool. I've not
at
heard
one
of
point
that,
in
but
time.
that smells.
That smells.
That smells terrible.
I'm sure that these flowers smell really nice, though, being
Yeah.
part of a eucalyptus.
Oh my gosh.
tree leaf.
Here in San Francisco, there's a lot of eucalyptus trees because
Yes.
apparently they were imported to Berkeley.
Fun fact.
Fun fact, a long time ago. Don't ask me any more questions about
Okay,
history.
I'll stop.
Uh,
I like that you shared that though with the group.
I know,
We're all
one
very
thing.
grateful.
Yeah. But it means that there's lots of places around San Francisco that smell like home,
Oh,
which is really nice.
yeah.
Miss that.
It's pretty here. We have a lot of flowers.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of bird life here, I feel, just
Yeah.
given the abundance of nature.
Yeah. So I'm just...
Somebody was asking if the birds and the botanical illustrations that you had on that previous page were all using the same technique, and if you wanted
Yeah,
them.
they
Okay.
were. I just took a little more time doing them.
Okay, noted.
That's why they were more successful. But yeah, just found photos of those birds, and I'll try and find one of my earlier. I have a messy earlier file that I'll pull up at some point
to show the progress.
To show the progress of
Sure.
those ones. Yeah. So just doing some.
I like you're blocking those out
Blocking
despite
those
their
out.
serious stringiness,
Yeah.
and then you'll go back and refine.
Yeah,
Very
or just
cool.
add the texture, like something that I really liked that Ina Blyton does in her illustrations is like adding these are little wattles, little bottle brushes or wattles? No, bottle brushes are the thin long ones. Anyway, little wattles.
Wattles.
That and you're adding a bit of texture just with some like quick line strokes.
And some movement.
And in a circular fashion, so it looks like it's getting the balls. Bye, Jimmy. Later.
Bye, Jimmy.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Hi,
Vadim.
Where are we at? Where should I be?
Right now, you're just designing away.
I know, but should I be talking about type? Should we like move on to
Yeah,
some
we
type
can-
stuff?
we can move on to that portion of the project.
Yeah. I'll come back to this, but
The illustration
let's
part.
since you've seen a bit of this, let's talk about type,
Move on
man.
to the next step.
Talk about type.
Yeah.
So what I did here is I just screenshotted it back to what I was talking about, my inspiration coming from these kitchen towels, these tea towels.
Oh, yes.
Found a bunch of them online and screenshotted some of the type and was like dissecting the type a little bit.
Sure.
So you can see that there's a lot of some like outline serif fonts being used and some filled in serif fonts being used, mixed with
Some script.
some script fonts. There's a script font happening here, script and serif happening. Lisa, let me tell you about how I feel about script and font types. This is Lisa, who I work with. I feel very passionately about script fonts, but not about all of them, about the right ones, you know? They're not all good.
I actually could tell you have an affinity for the scripted font from checking out your portfolio.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I saw some of those wedding invites.
Yeah, well...
Wedding invites seem like the right occasion to be using a script.
They do, but it's important, like, not all of them are...
Not all
Some
script
you
fonts
can
are
like,
equal.
not all fonts are equal, but they all have their own personalities. Like a brush font has a much more like rustic feel. Thanks, Lisa. Has a more rustic feel, more tactile, where you could have what we're looking at. We're gonna go over here. I just went through Typekit, basically, scrolling through Typekit, having my inspiration up next to me and looking. Claude, Papyrus is not your favorite. My team is now trolling me.
You are loved. You
I'm
are
loved.
That's all that's happening here. Comic Sans
yeah.
is where it's at.
You know, it's a classic. It's a design classic, and it's making a comeback. You'll see it on Spark more often. Apparently.
Apparently.
So yeah, different feels. So we've got up the top here, we've got some like, I was keeping these ones kind of clean, thin, pen-like script fonts.
Yeah.
Then we've got some that feel a bit more like 60s, 70s, a bit
Yeah,
like
it's-
groovy. Is the word I
Yeah,
would
it
give them.
really is. It's Hawaiian-y for some reason. I think of that.
Yeah, kind of like a beach vibe to
beachy
them.
vibe. Yeah,
yeah.
toward the bottom.
Comic Sans on wedding bites equals a win.
Nice
Someone-
one, Roman.
Please send me a photo of anyone's wedding invites that they've used Comic Sans
Oh,
on.
gosh.
I think that should be a whole blog. And this last one is like a more of a distressed, blocky one. I think most of these are from Typekit. And then the serif fonts on the side, I felt like this is kind of like a cool
Sure.
iteration of that outline.
Sarah.
There's a couple of outline ones. There's some that like I'm thinking about matching weights because I like harmonious weight combinations. If
How
you
do you
will.
achieve a harmonious weight combination?
So this. Oh wait, I have to unlock my layer. I would
Hey.
say
Thanks for joining.
that. Not necessarily a harmonious weight combination. You also want to be looking at it at the right size.
That's a good point.
Because that changes things as well.
That uladula, if we said it
You said it so perfectly before.
aladala.
Yeah,
Uladula.
yeah.
Why did I just
Aladala.
do that? I saw the U and it just made
Aladala. Yeah.
That one seems like it'd be like aladala.
Aladala.
And then the next
Yeah.
one's like they get deeper as you go down.
So you guys, this is a great place where I would love to hear what you think. Which of these, if we're saying 1, 2,
You want to
3,
throw
4,
a
5,
number
6?
next to each of them?
Let's throw a number
Yeah,
next
throw
to
the
each of them.
number. We'll have a little voting situation. Is that where you're going?
Yeah. And
love
like
it.
combos. I have a personal fave of combo, but let's hear what you think.
I love this.
Why?
Very
what am I
good
doing
call.
here?
Let's
What am I
crowdsource this
doing?
feedback.
Let's crowdsource this business.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's People be thinking while I'm working slowly.
Yes.
I'm just gonna.
There you go. Oh dear. Okay.
Oh, there's some opinions. Can you be also coordinating which?
Oh, okay, so you're gonna name them like.
I'm gonna.
Do you want to do letters for this?
Oh,
other
good
side?
one. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done this before.
How'd you guess?
You've crowdsourced before.
That's happened. It's true.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Me too. Nice type. Sorry. Second from the bottom. This one. Yeah, it's got a lot of personality.
I really like that Hawaiian. That's the
First
Hawaiian
one is gorgeous. Claude really likes number 1. Bellen likes number 2.
Got some one.
Bex
votes.
is number 1's Beck's fave. Beck, where in Australia are you from?
Beck, tell us. Tell us everything.
Beck Nelson. Where are you from?
2D.
Ryan likes 2 plus D. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
And Adobe Live saying this is too complex. Cool.
Fair enough. Okay.
Okay.
Noted.
Let's. I think one thing that'll help us feel the vibe for this, or like get an idea of how to marry them, is something that I've been thinking about.
Do tell.
I made some dimensions. Here we go, of what we're working with here. Sorry about
Wow,
the
people are all over the
zooming in and out.
place. We have all kinds of opinions, varying opinions.
So I'm just gonna hit 1A, 5A, 1A or 5A. Yeah, cool. I like
Hit
those
'em.
two.
1 and 5 and A.
2 is the most legible and fluid. I like the U. I do like the U on this.
Mm-hmm.
That's also a good tip, is I always like, especially with serifs, like to find if they've got glyphs. So I'm going into my little glyph here, because it could be, usually it has alternate for current selection. So I like that U, but am I going to like another U better? Who knows?
might.
We've got so many to click through.
Ooh, loopy.
Oh, and I think this is when you start marrying the two, when you start locking up the two types together, it's good to just like play with a couple of different versions of this. So let's take it back to the OG, but let's start doing
A, B, C, D, C, D. Yeah, me too, Anna. Or Meredith,
5A,
sorry.
4C. A lot of people are liking this A.
Yeah, the A is getting a lot of traction. I also saw a lot of D
And a lot
support.
of D support. Okay, yeah, I'm
But
liking
there are
these
2
two.
Ds.
All right, let's set up. Okay, let's pause. Let's set up the like shape of it. So
Okay.
what I've been thinking of is like using these little elements as a pattern or as a frame for the text.
Okay. So
So we're gonna just like shove a color in the background here. Let's go with that.
shove a color.
Shove a color. I don't know.
Oh, we should talk
that's
about
great.
your color choices at some point
Oh,
too.
let's talk about the color choices.
You wanna pop in on that topic?
Let's pop in on that
Let's
topic.
do
We'll
it.
jump around.
How'd you find these?
So
Look at them.
I this might be a Gorman print that is talking about the destruction of the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh.
Maybe. But I pulled that and then like sampled some swatches from that because I really liked how all of those colors went together.
Yeah.
Bex from the Gold Coast, everyone. Beautiful.
Noted. Thank you for sharing back.
I have my husband's family are up north. I have a real affinity for it. Okay, so the bottom swatches, what I did was like after I drew these illustrations, sampling from the photos, I went through and like sampled some of the colors to get a kind of spectrum, an idea of what kind of colors are being used, and it's really a rainbow of colors,
As it were.
as it were, because birds in Australia are really colourful.
Oh, how special.
Yeah, so I thought what I'd do is pull all of these over. We'll just duplicate them over.
Yeah.
And let's make a little frame out of these.
Oh.
So a little pattern happening, little pattern action.
How are you gonna do that?
Well, I want to distribute the birds because it's not just about it being a flock of birds. So let's move them around. Also really want to, I've broken these up into, this is
little
kangaroo
pieces.
paw. This
Kangaroo paw.
yeah, we have it here in California. It's a native to Australia, obviously, but it's a very drought-resistant plant.
Cool.
So
I like its name.
I'm just
It
going
does kind of
to
look like a kangaroo paw,
yeah.
since I know what those look like. So.
Well, you might have
intimately.
seen them, yeah. I think I'm going to size everything up a bit. Not the postcard, but in relation to this.
Hmm.
Scale is important. I'm going to maybe size the bird down a little bit.
I really like he can hug a corner really
can hug a
nicely with his fringe.
Good at hugging a corner.
Yeah.
And I want to have a bit of a mix of illustrations. So right now this is feeling too samey next to each other. So how about we pull some of this over
I
here?
see. Mixing it up.
Mixing it up. This actually could be a good corner piece as well.
Ah, hug the corner.
Yes, I do like a frame that hugs.
Yeah.
And we can duplicate these and scale them a bit. We'll go through at the end and make sure all of the line weights are the same and that all makes sense. So that we don't have one drawing with a really thick black line and another with really thin ones.
So is this blue color your chosen color for your background, or is
Well, wouldn't say yet.
Okay.
I think it makes the colours pop, but
It does.
what I'd like to do is add all of the flowers in, add the shapes and stuff, add the text, and then think about texture. So we could mute that background a bit more by adding some distressed texture or some something that feels reminiscent of a tea towel, of a kitchen towel. You guys don't call them tea towels, do you?
kitchen towel?
Kitchen towel?
Tea towel. I feel like it's clear
You'll get
enough.
it. You get it.
Yeah.
You guys get it.
Yeah, we get it. We get it.
Sweet.
And so what's the messaging on the card? What are we going to be writing?
Well, I think greetings from or
Aladala?
Claude had a really good idea of how to tie all of them together across the 3 days. We can call them hand towels, Voodoo says. It's very global.
Everybody has it. Wow. Not everybody.
Yeah, so across all of them that I'll make, I think what we could do is have, usually it's greetings from, but maybe we have region-specific hello from.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Really
I
customize
personally never say good day,
Good day.
but people do. People do. So we could have
G apostrophe.
G apostrophe D-A-Y.
Okay.
Yep.
I like that.
Yep.
Do you think it is necessary to get a degree in graphic design in order to make a career out of it? Or can you do just as well being self-taught?
You can do just as well being self-taught, is what I have learned. Yeah, mostly I'm self-taught, and I get to work at Adobe. So that's pretty cool. I think a lot of what you learn is by doing projects, even creating your own brief, something that you think you want to work on. If you've got a skill that you want to improve, set yourself a brief and try and test those skills out. Everything that all the stuff I learnt in Photoshop and Illustrator, I had one class that I took my first year out of high school when I was studying fashion design. And apart from that, everything else I taught myself or learned on the job. Dawn and Shayna, my friends at Williams Sonoma on packaging. They taught me a lot. So I think it's most important to just keep learning and keep developing your style. And school in the States is really expensive. I don't know if you're in the States, but...
Such a good question, Elizabeth. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. So I'm just creating
Self-taught
kind of a
in the
frame.
house. Sorry.
There's
There's a lot of support
Zach,
for
sorry, Nielsen.
your answer in the chat.
Yeah.
So you just created a frame.
So I've just created a bit of a frame. We can tweak this later, but
Sure.
we've got like a mix of birds and flowers and stuff. This is a bit samey, but it's fine. So let's bring some of our type down, man.
Good day.
Let's just copy and paste it all down.
Good day all the way.
G'day, man. Mate.
Mate.
Wait, we don't say man.
Do you
I
guys
say man.
Do you guys say mate? Is that real?
Mate, a lot. Yeah.
do.
Yeah, that's
That's real.
It's real, you guys. We speak the same language, kind of.
Ay.
So there was a lot of love for 2. Let's try out 2.
2.
We can always change it, you guys. Don't be too locked in. And then let's do a New South Wales. NSW means New South Wales, by the by, if I hadn't mentioned that before. And let's sample... Claude really loved this one. And I feel like this is really vintage and feels very familiar to me. Actually, I was thinking about this the other day. Tamarama
It's like a sailor.
Surf Life Saving Club.
Something about... Yeah, it reminds me of sailors for some reason.
It's not... For some reason, I had it in my mind that it was a similar type style to this, but it really isn't. So...
Neither here nor there.
Doesn't matter. But I like locking stuff up so it feels like it fits in a frame.
Yeah, like it's pretty cohesive.
Yeah, so we can play around with this type. This now is feeling similar, but this is feeling maybe a bit thin. Let's keep that off to the side.
Are they the same weight?
They're very similar. Yeah. And I think what we could do is like bring this U down to make it hug a bit more, or find a different glyph for the A to make it like frame
Kind of go around.
frame the New South Wales.
Sure.
Or we could drop the U completely down a bit to make it take up, you can't see me touching my screen, but to make it take up a bit more of this space here. So it feels like they don't feel disjointed from each other. Right. They feel like they belong together, like puzzle pieces. I like that. Cozy. I think this one was also a good one. Maybe I don't like the roughness of it anymore.
This is a great conversation in the chat. It just...
Oh,
Nikki says, society makes you believe you need a diploma, but you can actually learn by yourself and show talent through your work and not through a degree.
That's so true.
Yeah.
It is, I will concede that I think it's, there are biases still toward people with higher education degrees, but I don't think that they're valid.
Right.
But there are, like, I couldn't get my visa to come work in the States without a
Interesting.
bachelor's degree. So there's
still some
annoying bits about it.
obstacles
Obstacles.
there,
But
nothing is insurmountable with
Exactly.
hard work and dedication, guys.
truth bomb right here. I don't know about what do people feel about, what are we feeling about this lockup versus this combination?
Can we see the other one again?
So outlined text versus inline or filled in.
Okay, outline or filled in. We'll take
What are we feeling?
we'll take opinions for the next 20 seconds.
They don't care about this.
Guys, come on!
That's fine.
Do we want it
I'll
filled
make
in?
my
We
own
want an
decisions.
outline. All right, maybe we'll just leave it up to you.
Let's Whatever. Let's stick with this.
Whatever.
No, let's stick with this. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'm just gonna play with the U a bit, and then if we feel like we want a different.
Oh, I've heard outline twice. Outline 3 times.
Oh, people are liking the outline. All right, let's kick it
whole
with the outline, you
votes.
guys.
Thank you, Anel, Blanca, Jerry,
Your vote counts.
F. Smittick, Lance. Ooh, Roman likes filled in. All right, I can't
All right,
read
let's go
everybody's
with this.
feedback, but we've got
And I think I'm gonna fix this a little bit by good practice. Copy and drag your text off. I think I heard the Hoodspa women saying this before, but it's always good to have a backup of your same text.
Oh,
Otherwise,
sure.
you forget which font you've used, and then you have to go back and like type it out again and make sure you've got it right. So I'm going to give it a little stroke and corner the edges a bit so that there's nothing pointy. But I just think that it will get just like slightly closer to the same weight, and I'll enjoy that.
Ooh, enjoyable.
Yeah, I think that looks nice. I think you can have different weights, don't get me wrong.
Sure.
Oh. Sorry, everyone. But. And then what if we.
Ooh, I see what you were talking about earlier.
Or if we hook it down a little bit. There's a lot of funny angles you have to deal with when you
Yeah.
move type. Maybe that's not actually necessary.
Long tail.
It might be too long. Might be too long. Maybe just having it tucked in here is enough to make it feel like it's together. And we've still got to do our g'day from.
Good day.
Yeah, so let's move the
I
kookaburra
do just really
up
like
a little
saying
bit.
that. I also really like saying kookaburra. What a great
Kookaburra.
bird name. Where did they come from?
It might be an indigenous word, probably, an Aboriginal word.
Kookaburra.
Okay, so I want to, let's say, but maybe we'll either keep it all lowercase or all uppercase, so we can go through. There's one that I had found before that I really liked that was a really simple sans serif.
Ah.
And I don't think that you...
Comic Sans.
Comic
our
Sans.
friend.
Yeah, did everyone really liked Comic Sans
Yeah,
earlier?
that's a winner.
I'm usually not for mixing like so many typefaces, having one from each sample. But I think if my packaging experience taught me anything, is like small accent words and pieces to like fill out the design can be done in other things, and it's not others.
It's not distracting.
It's not too distracting.
Looks like we have some more Aussies. Flynn
Oh, yeah?
just joined us from
Hey,
New South
Flynn.
Wales. Good day from the land down under. Thanks, Beck. Very cool. You got your people.
Got my
Your
people.
people.
It must be
Play
like
Flight Theory.
7 a.m. or something.
They said it's
How
9
long?
a.m.
9?
in New South Wales.
Okay, that was wrong. Apologies.
Eric, your sarcasm, I feel it from here.
We do sarcasm quite well. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
Hey, Yusuf. Thanks for joining.
Trying to find a good. Actually, I have it on a different layer. You guys, just close your eyes for a moment while I
Oh, Lauren's from Melbourne.
pull up
Hey.
some alternates
Good
and
day.
find this one. You
There
didn't
she
see
goes.
anything.
Nope, I
There were
was
just
talking
some
to Lauren.
examples that
Everything
I
was
trialed earlier.
distracted.
Okay. I really like this.
Oh, I
And
like the way that
bit
looks
of a
too.
I don't love that it's Chippewa Falls. Is that what it's called?
What's it called?
Chippewa Falls.
Chippewa Falls.
I think it's the I think it's from Typekit, but it might be too slanted. How are we feeling, everyone? Is it? Oh no, I guess it goes with the slanty of the. But I want to figure out a way to make it be part of it, but maybe have it be within a shape. So when we do them over the next 3 days, do our other ones, we can have this like repeat element that is done in some different fun new ways. So maybe we have it be within a different banner that is a different style for each place. I'm just copying and pasting in front and then moving it over to the side and maybe out a bit. I'm gonna add a
So the shape, like kind of outlining all
shape
of our
outlining,
font, all of our text rather.
creating a little
A
banner
banner.
situation.
Yeah.
But I think these can be together like this, and we can make a little boom banner.
Easy peasy.
Nailed it.
Seriously. That was so quick.
I nailed half of it.
Just a visionary. I didn't know where you were quite going with that, you know?
It's like for Australians who remember Mr. Squiggle. It was a TV show where they would draw shapes and then turn it upside down, and suddenly it'd be a photo or like a picture of something.
Mr. Squiggle.
Yeah.
I'm totally looking that up on YouTube when I get home.
So we're going to reflect it and make a copy and then just drag it across. I'm dragging the wrong thing. Don't worry, everyone.
Let me see.
I'm on top of it.
What about having the text curve on a circle?
Yeah,
Asks Claude.
Good one, Claude.
Good one.
We could do that. So let's bring our shape in. Let's talk about some technicals. Never mind, this looks perfect so far. He's very supportive, Claude.
Yeah,
I appreciate
cheerleader
it, but I do think
extraordinaire
we should
over
try
there.
some other things. Claude's the one that suggested having this repeat element, so we're gonna do whatever he tells us.
Let's just follow. It's today's Claude's day.
Oh shit. I mean, sure.
Shoot.
Shoot. Sometimes I find it hard. I don't know if everybody else struggles with this, but to get it on the... Here we go. I'm holding the Alt key down while I'm pressing on the outline. And then what I want to do is grab these handles and make sure that it's centered. These handles control
Oh, cool.
where it's centered on the circle. So just bring them both.
Just shift it over to
Shift
wherever
it
you want
over.
it.
Oh, I did something funny there.
Good
Let's just go
day.
back. There we go. There we go.
Bananas
Okay.
in pajamas. I do remember
Bananas
hearing
in
about that
pajamas.
because it's just such a catchy title. Haley, good call.
Yeah. So I want to make this.
Oh. Yeah, you know that curve really does.
And we can make it fit a bit more. It doesn't have to be circular. Let's see if it's a bit more like arched, but not, because I'd like it to feel like it fits somehow within the text. Although we could also just have like some little illustration here to fill that spot as well.
Like a little mini flower.
I think maybe when I deformed the circle, it made it look weird. Here we go. So let's bring it back to its former glory.
Former glory.
And pull these elements down. We could, oh, I know what we could do.
Aladala tickets, Adobe Live. Really, really good suggestion.
What?
We all need to book tickets to
You
Aladala.
guys, yes. Book
Yeah.
tickets to Aladala. Go say hello to my Auntie Shell and my Uncle Gav. And just, be good tourists. Don't litter.
Don't be jerks.
Don't be jerks. To be fair, there are, a lot of Australians that are terrible while they travel as well. I apologise for all of my people.
Oh, but they
When-
were kind.
True.
I met some
Also
of that
awesome.
variety when I was in Bali over the break.
Um,
But many were very kind. You
Hey,
can't make
yeah,
sweeping
we're awesome.
generalizations.
No.
Look at you being awesome. See?
Tell us about Vegemite, Lisa says.
Oh.
Well, Lisa, Vegemite is a really important part of growing up in Australia, and
It's salty, right?
it's very salty and delicious. And if you don't like it, then we'll have trouble. This is where my threats start.
Oh, she
no.
paused and
It's
really
fine.
considered
I
her
considered
words.
that I'm on the internet and shouldn't be threatening
If you
people.
don't like Vegemite, Christina's got a problem with you.
Jen knows Skippy the bush kangaroo. Is Jen from Australia, or did Jen just really like Skippy growing up?
Skippy the bush kangaroo. No other friend will do.
Skippy.
Oh gosh,
not
what's
gonna keep
Tim
singing.
Tams?
Tim Tams are a great chocolate bicky, chocolate biscuit.
A bicky?
A bicky?
You guys call biscuits bickies?
Yes, we do.
But it doesn't have the sk.
But you shorten everything. You don't need this.
I heard about brekkie being
Brekkie is
term
very
for breakfast.
important as for just your well-being. This is just a PSA about how everyone should eat breakfast.
Vegemite
Let's
for
pause
breakfast,
this live
specifically.
stream and talk more about breakfast importance. I'm trying to send to this and get, but you know what I should have done? I'm going to take it back a step. You know what I should do?
What should you do?
This is a great way to get even spacing without deleting out all of your lines. If I copy and Command B, paste it back, and sample this blue, and if I just add a bunch of strokes, you can also offset it so that it, you know what, I pasted it too much to the back.
Oh.
I want these to go behind and these in front. I'm basically adding a color stroke frame to my Aladala so that it blocks
I
out
see.
but all evenly. So you can figure out where you need to evenly trim
That outline.
that outline.
Oh, Haley. Dipping your Tim Tams, which is a chocolate treat, in salty Vegemite.
In Vegemite?
She's just making a suggestion. We're just combining all the
I'm
different
sorry.
Australian
Yes.
food
Sure.
elements.
Sure.
Are there any other
Try that. It sounds like
outstanding
blasphemy.
mentions in your Australian cuisine?
If you haven't tried making lamingtons, they're one of my favorite things to make.
Lamingtons. You are really the purveyor of your culture right now. In so
I
many
know
ways.
this is
We're all
very
so
dangerous. I'm
grateful.
just going to make some sweeping generalizations, and all the other Australians are going to be like, "What do you mean? That's not a thing.
This is my opinion.
That was a thing when I was growing up. I don't know." I'm just making some different. We're playing around with these
Playing around.
lines, how to fill in some shapes. We're just giving it a go. Who knows how it'll turn out,
Yes.
Yeah, line
If you
like
are just joining, you can learn more about our design challenges by clicking in the challenge tab in the chat. And we're going to be reviewing some designs in about 20 minutes. So stay tuned.
Can't
We're
wait.
going to give some live feedback, some virtual high fives.
So many high fives, you
So many
guys.
high
We've got
fives.
all the high fives for you. It's looking kind of like a rainbow. I think the black might be too heavy. I think what we need to do is switch it to white, and
Oh.
we'll just start feeling a bit better about it.
Change the game.
Or stick with me. Sample like an
Creative genius.
off-white, so it's not too harsh. I know, I just
Sure.
blew your mind.
My mind is blown. No, are you taking that light yellow that you have in the belly
This-
of the...
I'm taking this like off-white
I
color
see.
For a bit more vintage glow. It's looking a bit too much like a rainbow for me. There's something that is, and it's the distance is off. I don't know about these outlines.
What do you guys think? Any
Maybe we don't need them. Maybe we just need
that curve
that curve.
font?
We could also do a curve in a different way that might do it better. Let's have a look.
Okay.
So,
Hey, Mosin.
make with warp. So we could do
Hey, Owen.
bit of a horizontal bend. So we make it like this, and it's all a bit wackadoo right now, but let's pull it out a little bit. It's a bit
Wackadoo.
squishied up.
Make the stroke white or ditch the stroke. Thick.
Make this, ditch the stroke. Yeah, I reckon ditch the stroke. Yeah.
I reckon. Sorry. Just keep picking up on your little word choices.
Nah, that's not working either. I wonder if part of it is because it's a slanted font and I don't actually like that. Let's try.
What feels good, Christina? Feels good.
We just got to try some new things, you guys. Just got to mix it up when it doesn't feel right.
It's a process.
Should we try that? It is a process. Be kind to yourself when it doesn't work out. I'm liking that a lot better. Just that
Looks
font
really good.
change. Not having it on a slant. Voodoo Val says it might look nice if the lines were white, or you could try making them all go all the way round in a circle. Yeah, we could try a full circle. I'm feeling a bit better about it just being like this.
Yeah.
Should we try doing a
That looks really good.
distress over the top and see how like some texture feels?
Yeah.
So I just downloaded a bunch of stock textures for this. Thanks, Haley. I appreciate it. And Ryan says, can you adjust the sheer of the font and fake it less slanted? I'd never thought of that. Yes.
Ryan.
And Kerwin says, shrink the New South Wales a bit. All right, I'll try that. Shrink it toward the upper left. Yeah, and have it like
Ooh, these
stick
texture
in.
packs are pretty cool.
So we've got some texture packs here.
Nice.
Looking through a bit of what we want. Let's try this one because it feels like a tea towel texture to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has that towel texture.
So I'm gonna try out what everyone's been saying. Just squidge it up a little bit, smaller.
Shrink it, yeah.
Shrink it. Yeah. Maybe I gotta make sure that these are in line at that point. Maybe the spacing. Yeah, all right, let's stick with that for now.
Good.
And I opened my stock already. So let's copy in this texture.
And so we're hoping that the texture kind of solves the rainbow problem that you had mentioned. Not a
The
problem.
Rambo?
The rainbow. Just all the different colors.
Rainbow.
Rainbow.
Not Rambo.
No, not
Different.
Rambo.
Yeah, cool.
Is that Sylvester
'cause-
Stallone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a problem I never thought I had. Yeah, just feeling like
Rambo.
like maybe the texture will like tie it all together.
Yeah, give it a more cohesive look.
Are you guys? Roman says sounds like someone's Mac is about to take off. Does it sound very loud for you guys? I
Yeah,
think it's
what's
working
happening?
hard. These textures are quite large.
Right. 10 minutes until the challenge deadline. Thank you, Voodoo.
It is.
Val.
And you know what? At this point, everyone, what I should remember and encourage everyone to do is always save your work, especially when you add very complicated, large stock files. So let's wait a moment
Yes.
while we save.
Yes, let's do
I just
that.
wouldn't want it to crash.
Let's not click around or do much.
Yeah, good on us. Okay. So,
Rambo really needs to be included now.
all right. That seems like a challenge I'm willing to accept.
Oh, this looks kind of neat
Alright.
just off the bat, though I'd imagine you're doing.
Well, I'm not going to leave it
additional
black.
steps.
But what we can do is just test out a few different, like, what happens if we make it white and down the opacity a bunch. Oh,
All the
sorry.
options.
It's really...
Wait for it to save. Kind, gentle to the soft.
it's just got a real large piece of artwork in here. Okay, so let's go to our transparency layers and play with some opacity here. I'm wondering if we should put the texture over the whole thing or just over the background.
I was gonna
So, like-
suggest maybe try to see what.
So have all of the other elements breathe a bit, if you will. Bring them all a bit forward.
Yeah, they'll pop a bit more.
They'll pop a bit more, like so.
Popped.
Popped. And I'm kind of liking this outline that separates the...
Oh yeah, the pattern from the text.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what
that
I'm
looks
going to
cool.
do is copy this. I think what I did was add... You can offset this instead of adding like a point stroke, but an easy way to keep it still editable is adding a point stroke. So that's 35. Nope, that's... Yeah, 35.
Looks cool. It kind of works kind of like a shadow in a weird
Yeah.
way.
And just keeps it separated. So we're going to add a 35 stroke to both of these and then just paste in front. And we've created our little backdrop. It also kind of reminds me of like an offset printing situation. You could do a
I like that they're peeking through in the corner.
like, oh, it's offset. but
Yeah.
let's not do that right now.
One
We might
or
do
the
that another
other.
day.
It's a cool trick though.
But it's a cool trick. You could also group everything and offset it the same size. Let's see, is anybody asking any questions? No? Great.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We got
Just
some
the
fun.
background. Owen agrees, just on the background.
Yeah.
And now I reckon also we can move it. Now we've seen like we could bring this size up a bit, the type lock up, because it's feeling a wee bit small.
That's a
and-
grand, fervent good day.
What a lot of, let's do a border.
Nice.
So I usually do these, look you guys, I usually do these in better layers, so it's easier to pick up all the places, all the different elements, but we're on a time schedule here.
Claude said he would buy that card any day.
Too sweet. I'll print one for you and put it on your desk.
What a friend.
So we're gonna pick up one of the colors and let's make a frame. So I'm sure there are many, many ways you could do this. You could just create a stroke and have that be a frame, but I will just create two shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna say it's 80 pixels. Tap it 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then drag this out to meet it. And then we're going to Yep. Then we're going to center it. Center a line and then remove out. And then we've got our little border.
Wow. It looks really good.
I'm sure there's lots of simple ways to do that, everybody. You all probably have awesome ways.
Did you read that
Could
chat?
that could be the next chat challenge? That's very sweet, Roman.
Very sweet, Roman.
5 minutes till the challenge deadline.
It's happening so soon. Get your challenge submissions in.
And
we'll
we
be
just
reviewing.
do a little bit of moving around now that we've got this kind of shape and it's cutting off our kookaburra here. We don't want it to.
No, not the kookaburra.
I'm still just not really feeling the kookaburra as much. How does everyone else feel about the kookaburra? It's okay, we'll keep him in.
Just upside
fine.
down.
Is it weird to be upside down? It's probably weird to be upside down. It probably needs to be that way up. Okay, fine.
You just
fine,
really
kookaburra,
don't
you
like
win. Or maybe what I don't like is that he's facing
Yeah, I think you
outwards.
switch him out with that parrot, and then you'll be real stoked. Perhaps.
Okay. Oh, yeah, all right.
That might be.
That might be the solution.
Oh, except he has
Except
a
he
long
hangs
tail.
a bit low, and then you'd have to make him small. Or if we had time, we could integrate the U into the parrot a bit.
What
into
about
the
Pinky in the corner?
Pinky in the
Kookaburra,
corner.
where Pinky was.
Kookaburra, Pinky is.
Or Pinky up top, parrot down. I don't know. Does it really make a difference? It does.
I mean, yes, it does. Does it make a difference? It's
Brittany
fine.
wonders if the kookaburra can sit on the U of the Aladala.
Yo.
Yo, talk about
Brittany.
integrating your design with your
Talk
text.
about it. That's where his funny little claws come in.
With his little, the good grip.
With the good grip.
The good grip. Oh, he's so cute perched up on that
We
U.
could just
Potentially, maybe, if we decide to go that route. But what a
If
fun
we
experiment.
did, a fun thing to do this is like the very quick hacky way of doing this, is have this selected, get your eraser tool, and just erase out the bit, so like having some in the foreground and some in the background. So
Right,
it
he's
looks
really
like
wrapped
it's
around that branch.
The U is wrapped.
That U branch. Put a bird on it, says Kerwin. Funny. Very appropriate. Owen feels strongly about the fact that he's a bird, therefore he should be kept in. Additional feedback.
All right. We'll keep him.
Oh!
Okay, he could sit there.
He's cute
I think what we need
there.
is something to fill this space, and I'm feeling like we could add. This is where having that extra bit of the eucalyptus that we were working on earlier might be good. Maybe without the flowers, that might be a bit too much color, but just the color, and we could do some light
Some
sketchy on
leaves.
top. Let's just quickly try and finish this before we get to our challenge.
Precious. Challenge.
How long till the challenge?
We are going to be starting to review our submissions at around 2:35. So we have about 5 to 6 minutes until we start doing that. So get your submissions
Guys,
in.
Get them in. Get them
Get 'em
in. Okay, so.
This is fun. I liked that bird on the U. Good job. Good job executing that so quickly.
And see, from far away, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's like that quote from Clueless. It's the Mona Lisa. From far away, it's okay. But up close, it's a big old man.
It works.
Thank you. That was my brilliant American accent. You're welcome,
You
everybody.
did a very good job.
Thank you.
Can you talk in your American accent until we do?
It's quite offensive because all I could do is a very Southern Californian I don't like the word ditz, but that's
Like a valley girl.
like a valley girl.
Valley
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
It's
Not
it's
the
an easy accent to
yes.
tap into quickly.
Yeah. It's the only one I can do.
Oh, Kerwin with his jokes. One of his friends had to leave, so he told him, "Owl, see you later." Like an owl,
Like
since
an
we're talking about
owl.
birds.
Cute.
Funny.
Real cute.
We're very into it. Ah, challenge deadline
Punny.
reached. We're gonna be reviewing our submissions shortly.
Oh, you guys. Where's my tolerance gone? Okay. Oh.
Ooh, we've got some submissions to walk through. Just do a little bit. We'll do a little bit
Time-
more designing.
Okay.
We're gonna start
let's
reviewing
wrap
them in a
this
few
up.
minutes.
Okay. We'll just add some of these sketchies to it.
Those leaf details.
Get those leaf details.
Yeah.
I'm not particular about them being perfect, although I would like them to be slightly closer to accurate, like this.
Can I distract you with a fun joke while you work?
Please.
Because Adobe Live just dropped a real valuable
doozy?
one. Yeah. What do you get when you cross a parrot with a centipede?
A
Nature theme, clearly. A walkie-talkie.
Cute. Good one.
This is a very funny
Nailing it.
chat today.
Okay.
I'll see you later. Walkie-talkie.
Very, very punny.
Punny. That was really good too. I need to
Well,
like
I
brush
didn't
up on
make
my
it up.
jokes. I know, but still, you
Yeah.
had it. You
I had
used it.
Yeah.
We're all entertained by it.
Are you listeners? Are you entertained?
Okay. Couple more minutes.
Okay.
We'll
Oh,
start reviewing. No
Designing
pressure,
to
no
a
pressure. We
deadline,
still
no
have 2 more
pressure.
days.
It's okay. We got to hit up some other places on those different days.
Oh, it's
We're
true.
saying goodbye to Ulladulla, everyone.
Oh, not quite
I'm
yet,
gonna
though. Not
send this
quite
to my-
yet.
Not quite yet.
Are we
We're
going to
almost
tell
done.
our friends which destinations we're visiting tomorrow?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
are
we
we gonna
could
keep
tease
it
it a
to
bit.
ourselves.
Nah, we can tell you.
Do you want to tell them the continent, but not the place? Or the country, not the
Oh.
place?
Yeah?
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
keep whet their appetite, you know,
Yeah.
but not like divulge all of the information. Something to look
Exactly.
forward to,
Well,
right?
little something, something.
Okay.
Where did that come from? What is
Eucalyptus.
this? Oh, I turned it red.
You turned him upside down.
Okay, don't worry about
And
it.
turned him
everyone.
red.
I'm on top of it.
Medical treatment? What do you give a sick bird medical treatment?
Cute. Keep them coming.
I beg you all to please reach deep down into your joke pockets and keep delivering the goods. I'm cracking up inside right now.
This looks weird. I think it's a bit long. Maybe like this. Or maybe a bit pointier. It's looking
Yeah, he
less
needs a
like
point. That eucalyptus leaf.
Hmm.
I need a little bit of a point. Your intuition is so on
On
point.
point? Thank you, thank you.
Algebra. Oh God. Al's favorite subject in school. Algebra. Did you just make that up? Somebody had to.
Or do you have the internet?
Oh, duh. Gosh.
No, they made it up.
They made it up. I just really want to believe that.
I know.
All right. Are we at a good pause point for this design review?
Yes, we are.
Excellent.
I'm just gonna leave that. Yeah.
All right.
Save.
So, might we take a peek?
Do you want to make it full screen?
Oh, sure. There we are. Okay, so
Cool.
let's start. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 submissions to check out. So we have Marcus's submission, and the challenge today was working with the blend tool, the
Yeah.
blend modes
In Photoshop.
in Photoshop. Yes.
That's awesome. I really like, did you make a bitmap out of that photo and then apply like some color to it? I really like that layering. Also how there's like different size patterns layering on top of each other, creating that depth.
Sure.
Loving that.
Very cool. I like that the colors are all kind of unified.
Those blues with that hit of pink.
Oh yeah, the
Sweet
pink,
hit of pink.
The pink really pops out that
Yeah.
date. It's important information. Seems to be the objective there. Very cool
Yeah,
work.
cool.
Here we have.
Whoa.
Font. Ooh, this is cool.
Lots of shapes.
It's like.
That's awesome. It's rotated multiple times. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I see the photo. The negative of the photo is like, it's like a record.
Yeah.
You see that white.
Really drawing your eye to the center with that pop of white in the middle.
Yeah, because this
Yeah.
is like all the off-white for the mountain.
Yeah.
And then you're framed by these
And
trees.
it feels kind of like nighttime and creepy.
Yeah.
But
still
in a
like
good way.
fresh and blue and like snow fresh. Very cool.
Very cool.
Rare Summit. Next, ooh, this one's radical.
Oh, with a
those
gradient.
cool colors. Yeah, the gradient.
Love that multiple gradients. They've got that the summit peaks
Oh yeah.
with a gradient on them as well, and then those strokes behind.
You see this
with the
cool
background.
blue effect down here.
Yep. Loving it.
Very cool. I like this pink
I like-
sky.
I like pink and mint kind of color combo.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Good one.
It's a good one. Okay, where are we? We're here. Getting even.
Oh, another gradient. Awesome.
Oh my. Oh, here we are.
Whoa, and a
15.
is that a screen? Which blending mode is that? That's awesome. It's because it feels like a negative
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
and feels colder. Like he's
This-
hiking in the snow.
Yeah, it does. The whole thing feels pretty cold. It's that
But again, that great like purple and blue combo. Love it.
called out the day. Yeah. Very cool.
I summit. Lots of cool shapes happening.
Placement. Ooh, look at this action shot.
Wow.
Yeah. I like
that
that
a-
bright sun
I
back
love
there.
that, and I love the like. If you move,
Where are we going?
I want to see the bottom bit there, the Rare Summit bit, the logo.
There.
It's an awesome logo. Look up with the summit on top of it, and I really like the shapes. This is really
Yeah, it's just
impactful.
very.
and very 90s. Yeah, 2090s. Or,
Yeah, it really pulls you
very
into
90s,
the action.
Not,
Ooh.
very 90s. Ooh, very 90s. Yeah, and it's very impactful.
Yeah, it really pulls
Love
you into
it.
the action. You feel all the movement going on there.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Lance, it's true. They are all looking dope. And everyone did do very well. Holy moly, what is going on here? Let's
Man on the
zoom in
moon?
on that.
What's going on here? I
Cool,
like this.
different patterns and textures and color palettes, a bit more muted, but with those pops of colors. And
What's-
that cool,
Yeah, what is this? I like this.
yeah, cool shapes happening. It's like
very
a
unique.
music festival on the moon.
Yeah, there's so much moon inspiration going on
Mm.
here.
I've never heard that before, but I like it. Moonspiration.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Love it.
You're welcome. What do we got here? Justina.
Cool.
Like that purple. I like that she kept the color selection
It's-
like limited, the palette limited here.
And it's like she's like brush erased out the color and like revealed a beautiful
Yes.
scene below it or something.
Yeah, she
Very
really
cool.
highlighted, put those pieces at the forefront. Very cool.
Awesome.
Super cool. Ooh,
Wow,
nice
orange
limited palette.
and ultramarine blue. Great.
I gotta tell you, I'm a sucker for these circles. I just
Yeah.
love a good circle.
Love a good circle. I also really like it's like a shell, like mother of pearl texture or something that's happening behind it all.
Ooh, yeah, that's so true. It's like
Yeah.
it looks
It's
like
kind of shiny, pearlescent.
it looks like the surface of like a body of water, like looking straight down
From the sky.
from the sky.
From the moon. Love it.
Yeah, it's a cool shadow here. What's this? Oh, it
Oh,
says
it's a
Rare
rare-
Summit, but it's a little. it's
They're like
hard-coded.
screening out the same text. I like it.
Super neat technique.
Anel says she's very inspired today. Me too, Anel.
Aw,
This is very cool. I love seeing everybody's work. Awesome.
This one's very neat,
muted,
too.
great grays.
Straight to the point, you know.
I have a grey kitchen and a grey cat and a grey wardrobe. I really like grey.
You're wearing a
whoever
grey
this is.
sweater.
I'm wearing a grey sweater.
Somebody's
More
really
about
found
grey.
their way to
Is
Christina's
it
heart through their
Nar-
design. Nara,
Nara?
Star.
Narista. Awesome.
Nice.
Good job.
Way to use restraint there with the
Whoa.
color.
What is this green?
What is this topographical map-looking situation?
With a bunch of illustration. Is that a sketch? I see some eyes in there.
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff
There's
occurring.
so much happening. So many layers. Cool. And it's like an explosion of illustration.
I apologize, everyone. That was my finger.
Back button.
Yeah, my back button. Wow, this is really, it is like an explosion.
It's like sketchy fun happening.
Yeah, I'm into
Love
it.
it.
Super fun. And, ooh. We've
Cool.
got,
All those circles.
you got that mountain detail in the background. Some of these trees over here really conveying the scene.
That mountain happening.
All the circles. Love the circles.
Love it.
Yeah, I like
Hey,
that.
Ahmed. Are you saying hi to us? Or are you saying hi to the people in the chat? I'm saying hi to you.
Hello. Oh, gosh. Pardon. My apologies. Okay. And our next one by Roland.
Oh, minimalist and beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Really clear communication in this one. And we've got, the
With
sun.
that cute little dude.
We've got the
hiking.
mountain. It's all interpreted. Super neat.
Super.
Sarah Michelle's got us hooked up with some serious colors on this one.
Is your last name Geller? Sarah
So
Michelle
cool.
Gellar.
Yeah, Buffy.
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 Such an important part of my childhood.
Most of ours.
Beautiful, Sarah Michelle.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Like
So
the repeating of the... Is
Yeah.
it repeating or is it the same pattern? It just looks different because it's got a black
Yeah, I think it
overlay.
looks different with the different. This is very neat.
Cool.
Cool colors.
Yeah. Very punchy.
Ah, looks like that was our last one.
You guys.
Super cool. You guys did an awesome job. Might we clap louder?
Oh, yeah. The proper applause.
Keep submitting. Keep them coming. Okay.
Is the submission closed? Maybe you can't keep them coming.
No, not for today, but for like tomorrow.
We want
That's
to see
what
you
I
work
meant.
again tomorrow.
Yes,
Come
yes.
back.
Buffy.
Visit us. We'll be sad without you.
Yeah, share your work. And it looks like it is 2:45. We have just a little bit more time until we need
All
a
right.
wrap.
You guys, we're just going to tweak.
Quick.
Quick it a little bit. Just some gentle tweaking. Just want to fill in some of these spaces. We could go on for a real long time
Sure, yeah.
tweaking and tweaking and tweaking, but I think it's fine. We're just I just want this one bit of difference, and I might repeat this same. Oh dear. I'm just grabbing these points and rejiggering them now. You do the initial sketch however you might enjoy doing that initial sketch, and I might come in here and pick another green.
Yeah, I like that there are many different greens.
Yeah, adds a bit of dimension. Also with such like blobby illustrations.
That color contrast is kind of
It's
how
important.
you...
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
But maybe we just send this one to the back since it's kind of messy.
Lance asks, what if you're really anxious or don't feel like your work is good enough to post? What would you say to someone who's post shy? Don't be post shy.
That's...
Everyone's learning. It's all a process.
Totally. And you know, hopefully you have a supportive community like this one, where you get to post without fear of judgment and with just support. And I'd say like that's the only way you get better is by getting feedback and ripping that Band-Aid off. So I'd say like post and just keep getting feedback and keep tweaking and have fun with it.
Yeah.
Don't be too worried about what people say online.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a hugely
This is a safe
generational thing.
space.
This is a safe space.
And that you're trying and that you're pushing yourself to learn a new skill or
Yeah.
refining an
And-
old one or anything like that is there's so much respect there. So,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm always learning. That's one of my
it's a life thing.
Way I like to live my life. And I'm never great at something when I start it, nor do I feel like I'm great at anything now.
But look at you here.
But look at me, I'm here. I thought this was going to be terrifying, but Claude made me do it.
Claude, and he's cheering you along every step of the way. That Claude.
He's trolling me every step of the way.
And Annelle loves your style.
Thank you,
You know?
Annelle. And I just think, like, yeah, you just have to try different
Keep it up,
skills,
Lance.
and eventually you get good at that skill.
This is looking so good.
Okay, I'm liking the framing a bit more. It feels like there's space, but it's a bit evenly spaced, and everything's got a bit of room to breathe. I'm even liking our little kookaburra a bit
Look
more.
at him just hanging out
Look at him
there.
hanging out. He's all right. He's all right, man. Yeah.
Kerwin, paint us a picture, will you?
Claude says-
I hope it's not too.
Claude says approach the mindset. Blah, blah, blah. Rewind. Approach the work with a beginner's mindset. So,
Gotta stay humble in everything you do.
totally. And I would say, like, I don't in any way think that I am a illustrator. But I wanted to say, like, this is just a project that I worked on on the weekend because I was like, I want to make drawings of my best friends. And so I just looked at some different people's illustration styles and thought about how I might build off that or how I might do my own. And then, again, similarly to what I've been showing you now, like, traced, because I'm not great at doing it by eye yet. But then I'd go through and I'd be like, why is Farah's face looking weird? I'd call my mum and I was like, what's wrong with Farah's face? And she'd say, send me the picture. And she'd be like, oh, this is what's weird about it. You're like, the nose is off, or there's some like shadowing that's wrong. So being able to stop, pause, like take a step back, think about what the things are that's making it look different, and just like do versions of that, iterations on that. Tweak. And then you got Chitty, Farah, and Ellie.
Oh, this
And
is
I'm
so
like
cute.
happy with it's like probably in a few years I'll look back at it and be like, oh, That's terrible.
But for now,
But
you're
for
stoked.
now, I'm like, yeah, man, I didn't know how to do that before.
Those
Now I know
are
how
the
to do
best
that.
moments. See?
Similarly, I'll show you one more thing. This was the first, like I was saying earlier in the day, I made a bunch of handmade cityscapes when I was in college, when I did jewelry design. And I did these handmade ones, and I was frustrated with them not being like super accurate and perfect.
Right.
And so I just set that for my next semester's project. I just said, okay, the only way I'm going to get it that perfect is by learning a 3D modeling program. And so I learned a 3D modeling program. Just like taught myself a lot of like working, having everything crash, losing everything, crying, rebuilding it again.
I like that you included crying in the process.
Oh, yeah.
But there's, it's the creative process.
I feel like
Ups and downs.
totally, and
Yeah.
and I will say the things that I have felt, the like skills that I've learned and really internalized the most have been the ones that have been so hard, and I've like worked, like when I first started learning how to build websites back when there wasn't a Squarespace, and you would like, everything would crash and you'd lose everything and you'd cry. And then you'd rebuild it. And then the second time, it'd be so much faster.
Yeah.
You'd rebuild it really quickly. And
'Cause
you'd be
you've
like, oh, I
learned.
remember all of these pain points that I had last time. Blah, blah, blah.
Learn
so I'd
as
say
you
like,
do.
stick with it, man. And you can always learn new skills.
So good. This looks so awesome. I love this.
How do we feel about this postcard, everyone?
Yeah, what do you guys think? How's it looking? Would you want to visit Aladala after looking at this postcard? I most certainly would.
Yeah. Well,
I'd like
here's
to.
the map. You guys take yourselves there. It's just past Jarvis Bay.
We're all gonna go do a field trip together across the globe. For those
I'll be
here.
down. I'll lead everyone.
Oh, perfect. You can show us
yeah.
the Protea
Oh,
farm.
so now that we've how much time have we got left?
We have 8 minutes left.
8 minutes left. So I was gonna say
3 minutes.
3 minutes left. 3
Apologies.
minutes left.
3 whole minutes.
You could also think about. We can just like take these elements and use something like Spark. Adobe Spark lets you
Yeah, tell us about Spark.
import your own PNGs and photos, and we can just like, if you want to send a postcard. Actually, I'm just gonna pull it over. Say when you do all visit,
Yes.
like you will.
Reality. True.
Reality. Say you go. Here we go. I'm just gonna delete out these backgrounds that we don't need anymore. Oh no, maybe we'll leave the backgrounds because obviously you're gonna go to Aladala and you're gonna take this exact photo.
Exactly. Like
Claude said I
course you
didn't need
will.
to do this, but I'm doing it anyway because we've got 3 minutes left. But say you want to create your own Instagram story.
beautiful Aladala beach.
You have your photo, you import it into Spark, and then you import your PNG into Spark. Your little Aladala, New South Wales. Where is this? Oh, I see what I'm doing. Sorry, everyone. Apologies.
All good.
Um,
Last minute.
Oh,
Oh. Anel feels like she knows the birds in your postcard.
They're your buddies now.
Everybody's friends now.
Everybody's friends.
We're friends with the flowers, friends with the birdies, all about to go visit Aladala.
There you go. So when you
There he
revisit
is.
Aladala, you create this in Spark. I mean, I didn't show you how to do it in Spark, but you can. You just export your little logo or your little sticker, add it on top of your post in Spark
So-
as a PNG. You lay that on and then you post it and to Spark. Oh my gosh, my accent.
It's
Spark.
Adobe
Spark.
Spark is the team she works
my
on.
gosh.
Okay.
All this time.
Okay, but we're gonna be...
Spark.adobe.com.
And we can tell you more about spark.adobe.com and
Tomorrow.
other travel postcard wins from Christina Cox tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yeah. Come back.
Come back. Join us
We'll
tomorrow,
visit somewhere
please.
else.